went straight ahead. And while the toys were searching and growing more and more tired, Pino slowly awoke. Pino rubbed his eyes.
Oh, wow. Did I have a bad dream last night? Oh, what happened was... Hey, where are you all?
He looked around. He was sitting on an old sofa in a junkyard. He hadn't dreamt it. It was all real. And the fear came back with the memory.
Oh, my goodness, what a pile of misery we have here.
He heard the sudden racket and looked up in fright.
Actually, this is my apartment. Not very polite of you to stay here overnight without knocking and asking, scolded the garden dwarf.
Pino started crying.
Now, don't start crying. I can imagine what happened. It was your owner's birthday and you've been thrown away, and you don't know where to go. It's always the same.
Pino nodded.
Come on, tell me about it. Then you'll feel better. You'll see. By the way, my name is Michel.
And so Pino told him of his friends and the birthday and the new toy.
Oh, that's bad, sighed Michel. I understand you well. My owner threw me away too. But then I settled down to live here in the junkyard. It's not that bad either. Come on, I'll show you everything. If you like it here, you can stay by me. I could use somebody to give me a hand.
Slowly Pino stopped sobbing and followed Michel around. He proudly showed him his kingdom. In spite of his problems, Pino found everything exciting. But to live here? Forever? That was something he just couldn't imagine. This may be all right for you, he said to Michel. You're used to living in the open. But what about me?
Well, then I don't know either, said Michel. Come on, keep your chin up. Let's think about where else we could put you up. I'm sure to think of something.
Sadly, Pino leant against an old car wreck. In the meantime, Pino's friends were more and more desperate. They had searched the whole area, but found no Pino.
Game over.
What do you mean, game over? Asked Roller.
Just that. We've lost. Game over. The end. Out. No points.
I'll call home, said Pronto. Maybe Pino just hid away and Cuddly has found him. Have you found him? Asked an agitated Cuddly at the other end of the line.
No, just as you've asked.
We presume that he's not with you either. No, answered Cuddly sadly. He's not here. Oh dear, said Pronto. What do you want to do now? Well, it looks like we'll have to break off the search. It'll be dark soon, said Pronto wearily. Cuddly sadly hung up the receiver.
They didn't find him?
Asked Pamper. Cuddly shook his head.
And now you want to make me feel guilty?
Leave me alone. The toys got onto the skateboard for the last time and sadly started homeward.
Hey, you there!
Called a rat.
You're the ones that were looking for that raggedy bundle?
How do you know that? Asked Jumping Jack skeptically.
Relatives living near the garbage cans, said the rat.
So what? Asked Roller. They didn't know anything either.
But I do. And you would too, if you would only open your ears.
The toy stared in surprise.
Having a telephone with you and not hearing anything, wondered the rat.
Well, I'm a little hard of hearing, said Pronto.
The rat is right.
I can hear him, Pino. Pino! Screamed Jumping Jack loudly and excitedly. Pino! Pino! If I'm not mistaken, somebody's calling you, said Michel. Calling me? Asked Pino. No, that can't be. Who would be calling me?
Pino!
Pino! Pino! Pino! Pino! Pino! Pino!
Pino!
Jumping Jack, Roller, Pronto, Charlie, Chip. How did you all get here? Oh, this is great. Now don't start crying again, said Michel, obviously touched. Roller jumped happily in the air. They all tumbled around wildly and nobody cared.
Do you live here now?
Asked Charlie Chip. Looks pretty interesting, stated Jumping Jack, whose head was at the highest extension so that he could check out the area. You could have ended up somewhere worse. Does that mean that you think I should stay here? Do you really don't want me to come back with you? Huh? Oh, but of course, naturally we do. Do you still want to? They asked. If I'm still allowed. But of course, said Charlie Chip happily. That's why we came looking for you. But what about Pamper? Asked Pronto. I'll punch him in the mouth if he screams again or annoys Pino, promised Jumping Jack. That's right. Defend yourselves. Don't take anything laying down, said Michel. It's a pity, though, that you're going, Pino. But then, all children have birthdays sometime, and maybe some other thrown-away toy will pass by me. Pronto? We're coming. We have him, called Pronto through the phone to Cuddly the cushion. What? All the best, Pino, said Michel. All aboard, ordered Roller. Pino hopped onto the skateboard with the others, and off they went. Cuddly was waiting at the front door. Hugged Pino happily. Pamper came up to the others carefully.
Hey, Pino.
It said in an unusually quiet voice. Leave Pino alone, Jumping Jack spat at him immediately. You know what? Pino said generously to his friends. It's not really Pamper's fault that the little boy takes him to bed with him. I'll just have to get used to the fact that he loves someone else besides me. But, he added and looked mischievously at Pamper, next year there'll be another birthday, and we'll be getting a new toy then. You'll see.